Yeah, it's really pretty, but I don't think I'm going to use that pressed glitter. And I'd rather take it out now before it starts to smell and go bad, and find a shade that I like to go in its place. Ooh, maybe something from That's Taupe. Hey, welcome back. My name is Jennifer, and here on my channel, I like to chat about all things beauty and makeup. So today I have a kind of like a palette shuffle, we'll call it, where I'm going to go through my Kaleidos palettes as well as some of my Colourpop palettes and take you along for the ride, and decide which shadows out of there I want to declutter and which ones I maybe want to keep or replace. Kaleidos palettes specifically will be the Futurism palettes. If you didn't know, they are magnetic. I didn't know for the longest time because they're very difficult to take out. You actually will see some of my frustration in this video because I've already filmed it. I just didn't do an intro or outro, so I wanted to pop on real quick and do one now. So let's just go ahead and get on into it. I wanted to start out with the Kaleidos palettes because I definitely think that I could do some rearranging in these, like just kind of give you an idea of where I'm coming from. I don't use this orange shade in this palette. And then in this one, I feel like these are too similar and I really don't need both of these browns in this one. So I just kind of want to see what it looks like to rearrange these a little bit and at least get 3 palettes that I super love. I've lost the sheets that go in here a long time ago. They kept falling out and I just never kept up with them. So I have no clue what these shade names are. I just know that these are magnetic. So this palette I really like, but I think I just want to change one of these 2 shades. So I guess I'll just go ahead and get started. Also, a few disclaimers. Hopefully this doesn't bother you, but I was going to do my nails yesterday, but decided that since I'm picking apart palettes, I probably should wait and not do that because I'm just going to destroy my nails anyways. over 10 minutes in, and I still don't have all the shadows popped out that I want to pop out. If you want to rearrange these Futurism palettes, I feel like this is a labor of love. But typically this magnet is like more than enough for me to pull shades out. Like if I want to pull this Colourpop shade out, yeah, like it pops right out. This is insane. Okay, so sorry if the angle and lighting have changed. I had to text my husband to ask for a stronger magnet and then forgot to turn the camera back on. So here we are. So for this one, I don't know how I feel about this. This like went a lot better in my head than in actuality. So we'll see. We'll see how I like that. This one I definitely know I'm going to like a lot more with these turquoise and this dark brown, and then just having these shimmers to work with instead of that bright orange. That bright orange definitely threw me off. I think it goes in the palette, but it just doesn't work for me. This one may very well be back the way that it was. I'm not 100% on that, but I feel like I picked a slightly different tone matte than what was in here. I feel like this is the one that was in here, but I'm not 100% on that. But it has a little bit more of a variation in depth than what it did, as far as I can remember. So I feel like those two I can make a look out of. I may still swap this one. I don't know. Well, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to let it be. This I have no interest in using. I'm just going to use this to hold the shades I'm not using. So I wouldn't call that a great success, but let's move on to Colourpop. So I know for sure in the Frozen palette, I want to take this glitter out. One, it's the big chunky glitter. It's really pretty, but as you can see, it's drying out and it's making a huge mess. So I'm not going to end up putting that on my lid. I've used it like around the eye a little bit, like on the face before, but I'm not going to use that. And then this one, I am not convinced but what this palette might be going off. I need to take out the glitter shades and see if maybe it's just the glitter shades that went off. I'm afraid the whole thing is bad now. Okay, so this definitely smells like crayons. Yeah, so that's no good. This one also smells like crayons. And I've noticed that when the shades start going bad, like everything around them starts smelling. I'm gonna leave this palette open for a little bit to air out and see if it still smells. I think it was just those shades that smelled. I think my Blow and Smoke did the same thing. All right, so we're gonna let that one sit for a little bit. I don't think I'm gonna do anything with By the Rosé except declutter it. Let's see, that's taupe. I feel like I want to save some of these shades. Do I? I don't want to put these in my singles necessarily. I think I have other shades I like that. I know I have other shades like this that I like. That is really pretty. I don't think I need a dark shimmer. I have so many neutral palettes in my collection that I just don't see myself reaching into this. I don't know. We're gonna think about that. Anything with a glitter is definitely going. I feel like I may just declutter this whole palette. We'll see. Although, no, that's very berry red toned. And these are more purple plum because, you know, it's orchid. Okay. And I may just declutter this whole one. Are there any shades from this palette I would want in Frozen? I don't really have an idea of what I want to put here yet, so I'm just kind of thinking, just kind of looking. I know I want to rearrange this one. Oh no! Let me put my decluttered shades here. Well, that's declutter trash. I need a declutter not trash. Okay. We're kind of a mess here, but if you're new here, welcome. I am definitely a mess. All right, this one, should I save this for nail polish? How often do I do nail polish? Well, let's just put it to the side. Ain't nobody got time for this kind of decision. I know for sure I'm going to take a shade out. Oh, not this one. I don't love these shades though. It's really this one I don't love, but I don't have anything in particular that I want to put in its place. So I think I'll just leave this one as is. Put that there. I've already decluttered, or I've already rearranged this, but there's a glitter in here. Yeah, it's really pretty, but I don't think I'm going to use that pressed glitter. And I'd rather take it out now before it starts to smell and go bad, and find a shade that I like to go in its place. Ooh, maybe something from That's Taupe. I don't think I need another matte, right? Like I have 1, 2, 3, I have 3 brown mattes, this like darker one, which really I could pop it, whoops, in here if I needed to. I've changed I Call It a Bus to a plain black instead of a sequin matte. Let's do Slated. Let's see how that looks. Do we like this? Let me sit with that for a few. Sweet Talk. I love this palette, but this one does have a couple of pressed glitters as well. This is one of the big chunkier ones, so I'm going to take that out because they tend to go bad faster. It doesn't smell, at least not yet. Do I want to get rid of this one? Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a need for that one. I like this. I think this is a pressed glitter as well. Do I like it? Yeah, I like it. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this one too. I don't mind their smaller pressed glitter formula. The ones that you're like, is it a pressed glitter? Oh yeah, touching it, I think it is. I don't mind these so much. Yeah, like I would use that. Okay. Do I want anything from that taupe? No, this is very cool. I'm not gonna find anything in there I want. Okay. This one, this Flutterby also has a very chunky pressed glitter. It's a beautiful one. But as we've said before, like, these are just gonna go bad and then ruin the rest of my palette. Yeah, I rather use a glitter topper, like something from Stila or something like that. It doesn't smell, so I feel like my palette is still safe. All right, and then I think I have one more palette over here with a pressed glitter, and it is Anna. And this is one of those big chunky ones. This one is starting to smell, so I'm glad I pulled it out. It's not quite to that point yet, but it's starting to. Let me see. The rest of the palette seems fine. And finally, I know that in my Darth Vader palette, I want to pull out this red and put something else in there. Nothing wrong with it, I just simply don't like it. I'm gonna be really boring, and I think I'm gonna put this shade in here, but I know that I'll use it. Yeah, I mean, it's a little less cool looking, but I'm happy with how that palette looks, and I think I'll get some use on it now. So done with this one. The other Star Wars. I'm gonna look at my Colourpop singles, and I kind of just want to take this one palette at a time. Let's see, All Amethyst. I think I can fully let go of this. I don't think there's anything I want from here. And I don't think there's anything I want from By the Rosé. I kind of pulled these to see if there was anything that I wanted to kind of like pull or rearrange, and I just, no. I can let these both go. They were, I don't know if they were in my drawer of shame, chopping block. I feel like I decluttered this one during my collection and declutter, and then I ended up deciding I wanted to just use it before I let it go, and I hated it. I hated the look that I did with it. I didn't like how these tones looked on me at all. And then All Amethyst, I think I kept, but I've decided that I have other purple palettes I'm going to reach for before this one. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just a waste in my collection because I'm not reaching for it. All right, I think this top one is Colourpop. Yes, it is. All right, so let's go palette by palette, and I'm going to pick out these shades that I want for each one. I think I'm going to start with Hocus Pocus and see if there's anything else that I want to put in here. These are all my Colourpop singles, and These smell good, but I am going to go ahead and pull this pressed glitter and this pressed glitter out. Again, there's nothing wrong with these. I just know that they go bad faster and they do make quite a mess. And then, do I want to get rid of this one? I don't think I do. This one I'm questioning, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and declutter it. It's really pretty, but, you know, it's a pressed glitter. I think that's all of the pressed glitters. So this palette is almost all my depotted monochromatic palettes. So I decluttered a bunch of these in my last collection and declutter, and I kept a couple of the packagings in case I wanted to like use these to make custom palettes. So High Tide, I believe, is primarily right here, with a little bit of On Cloud Blue, maybe, possibly. In a Trance, I think, is somewhere over in here mixed in. Ooh La La is definitely over here. I want to say maybe this row. I don't know. And then this side, I had my Blow and Smoke and my, what's it, Stone and Rock? I can't remember. It was one of the mega palettes, and a bunch of these shades ended up smelling because I think one of the pressed glitters went off. So I had to like declutter all of it. So this is like what I have left here. And I got rid of the duplicate shades. I'll try to remember to link that collection and declutter video that I did. But I kind of want to like pick through here and see if there's a shade I rather have in these palettes instead of the pressed glitters from these, because I know these will fit in here. Like, I don't think I want a gray. I don't think I want another neutral tone. I definitely don't want a bright like blue. I'm not seeing anything that sticks out to me here that I would rather put in. Maybe this one? I see a couple of shades that would be really good in this row, but I don't feel like I really need to replace Hello Salem. It's a perfectly fine matte shade, and I do use it when I do looks in here. Not a lot. I've used On Toast more, it looks like. I don't see anything that's in this like color family but is lighter that I would want to put in here. I mean, this is more in like this color family. Yeah, I think this shimmer from That's Taupe is fine in here, so I'm gonna leave this. And then for Flutterby, I need to replace the pressed glitter. So, and I'm sorry some of this package is really reflective. I've tried to get this where it's like all in frame for you guys the best I can. Ooh, what are you? Ooh, this is like a kind of a toppery shimmer shade, maybe a good inner corner. It's got like a purple hue to it, maybe too purple, I don't know. It really messed me up having to lose most of this mega palette, because that was a lot of the shades that I probably would have used in here. I think this is from In a Trance. and that's a pink transformative shade. I mean, I really don't need another soft purple, right? Like, I feel like I have plenty of those in here. Man, I just dug my nail into that. Yeah, I mean, these are all just completely different tones. I think I'm going to go with my first instinct and put this shimmery purple. This is the shade Clarity. Which palette it's out of, I'm honestly not sure. But yeah, we'll go with that. I can always pop it out later if I don't like it. So we're going to consider these done. All right, Sweet Talk. I feel like I might... Okay, I think I might like that. And another matte. This might be too pink. Yeah. I really love Peaches and Browns. It's got some good brown tones in here. Not really any brown shimmers. Maybe this one. Like, that's a nice taupey brown. How do we feel about that? Maybe. Let me look at, that's taupe. Yeah, I think this is way too cool tone. Didn't I already do this? God, focus, Jennifer. I like this pink in here. Do I want to do another pink? Like maybe something a little more boldly pink, like this? Yeah. Why not? I think I kind of like that. Okay, so we'll consider that one done. All right, Anna and Elsa. This is my favorite, like one of my most favorite Colourpop palettes ever. Obviously with the exception of that press glitter. I feel like I only have 3 mattes in here. I really wish I had a light blue matte I could put in here. I have a teal. I have this one from the, this is Transcend Dance. I'm pretty sure this is from In a Trance. Let's try that. Let's try that out and see how I feel about it. Consider that one done. And then Anna. Oh, sweet Anna. I love this palette. I could grunge it up. Do we like that? No. Do we? Maybe. Okay, so part of my problem is I don't love this shade. Like that is just not a pretty shade on me. It's really pretty with this color story, but what if we got rid of that? Where did my magnet go? Here you are. My bad. Hi, Polly. And what if we put this in here? That's quite cool toned. Not a huge fan of that shimmer. Okay, we're gonna go with this. I'm not totally confident it will stay this way with this dark, dark green, but it's a start. Okay, my Misunderstood palette. Let's see. How do I feel about Pain and Panic? I don't think I like this one. Again, that's a very like gold tone, like yellow gold, that I just don't really enjoy on myself. All right, so the mattes in this palette are a white, these two browns, a blue, and a black. Maybe a gray. I think I want to rearrange this completely. I don't even care about the shade names anymore. I just want to get use out of this.
Oh, no.
Okay, just a little warning. Sometimes some shades, especially darker in color, can be magnetized. So when I used the magnet to pull this shade out, I think you can see it there. When I used the magnet to pull this shade out, it took a chunk out. And man, when that happens, it makes a huge mess. I still have a giant mess in my Sydney Grace palette from that. I finally have decluttered the shade that made such a mess, but it stinks when it happens. I don't use a matte white, so I'm just going to declutter that. And then I don't think that this purple is very good. It's this one. It's not bad. It's just, it's a satin and it's just, there's nothing special about it. So this is what my reimagined misunderstood villains palette looks like. I have a row of mattes and then one extra matte here and the rest is shimmer. Although is this a sequin matte? I don't know what this is. Yeah, I think this might be like a very heavily sequined matte, or it might supposed to be, I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to be a shimmer, like a black shimmer with silver sparkle. Either way, it's fine. I'll use it. Let me swatch this out. Like, how do we really feel about this? I haven't swatched out that other color stories because I honestly don't like swatching out mattes that much. Shimmers aren't that bad to me, but I don't like sticking my fingers in mattes. One, they make a mess, and two, I just feel like I'm more likely to get hard pan that way. This one already has hard pan. So there's the mattes swatched out. Oh, sorry, forgot the pink, purple one. This has a little bit of blue in it because my finger had blue on it still. It really is just a green. I'm not a huge fan of these like black based shimmers in general. Oh, and then that last one is right here. So that's the whole thing swatched out. Let's see if I can zoom out a little bit. Plus this one. I know, I'm the worst. So I think overall, I will enjoy this. I think I'm going to take the rest of the shades out of the That's Taupe palette and stick in here. I'm not even going to bother labeling these because I have my shades for Colourpop all mixed up now. I know they're Colourpop. All right, I think I'll end up cleaning this and saving it. And then I don't think there's any shades I want to save out of these. I like this shade. I don't know that I need to save it though. Like, I'm tempted to save these mattes and just declutter these shimmers. Let's do that. But I'm gonna declutter this whole It's My Pleasure palette. I really liked the look I did when I did my collab with Andy with this palette, but I have other palettes with similar shades I would reach into before this, like even the She's and Parties that I have out here, I would probably use first. And it's pretty similar vibes, I think. So this is She's and Parties, and I just feel like you've got this deep shade here. Whoops, I just stuck my fingernail in the blue shade. You've got this deep shade right here that pretty much matches it. And then I like how cool toned these are and how light they go. I haven't had any issues with my shadows from Melt getting mold. So I think this gives similar vibes to the Orchid You Not, but I did really like those shades. And then I don't think I need any of these shimmers. That one's pretty. That's pretty, but I don't need it. That's pretty, but I don't need it. And I don't typically go for these dark shimmers. So I think I'll just pop this one out, pretty one. It's the pretty one. Oh, I'm so hilarious. I'm just gonna throw it in here with these purples. My bad. Okay, that's it for today's video. I will have some repressing and some other content coming soon in a similar overhead style. I actually I actually filmed it all over the course of like 2 days, like back to back. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of my shuffled palettes and how you think I did. At the end of the day, I used to be a completionist. Like I wanted things to be exactly as I got them, and I wanted to have everything labeled. So if I did shuffle things around, I knew exactly where they went. I don't care anymore. Some of my Colourpop palettes are starting to expire because I've had them for so long, and I rather just get as much use out of them as I can. And if that means changing around a couple of shades, I'm okay with that. So I hope that you, if you like this video, I hope you'll give me a big thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more makeup and video content from me, hit that subscribe button and I'll have more coming at you. I hope wherever you are, you have a wonderful day. Bye.